All right, folks, let's talk about the human condition in Taoism. So in this presentation, we will discuss Taoist interpretations of the human condition. And to do this, we will reference the teachings in the Tao Te Ching, the Zhuangzi, and the tradition of ancient Chinese medicine, which has been influenced by Taoist and Yin-Yang ideologies. So we're going to take kind of all of these elements of the Taoist tradition to try to make sense of how Taoists kind of understand the human condition. So with this in mind, let's jump right in. So according to Taoist tradition, in the beginning, there was Tao. And Tao gave rise to the Yang energy and then rise to the Yin energy. And the Yin and the Yang, which are fueled by Tao, interact to create the myriad creatures, including human beings. So it logically follows that we as human beings, given that we are created by Yin and Yang, that we are comprised of both Yin and Yang energy. So according to ancient Chinese medicine, which is influenced by Tao Te Ching, Yin and Yang manifest themselves within the human mind and the human body. So for example, according to ancient Chinese medicine, certain bodily organs are identified as yin organs and others as yang organs. So the stomach is considered a yang organ, whereas the heart is considered a yin organ. And for the human body to be healthy, one must pay equal attention to yin organs and yang organs. So if one ignores the yang organs, for example, the result will be imbalance, which in turn results in an unhealthy body. So let's say you run every morning, you're a jogger, and that's good for your yin heart, but then you go home and you drink whiskey for breakfast, which is bad for your yang stomach, then poor health results because you are experiencing imbalance. So for the body to be healthy, the yin and yang organs, energies, and fluids must be in a state of balance and harmony. And if they're not, then an unhealthy life results. Now, the same principle pertains to the human mind and what we might call mental health. That is, yin and yang are present in the mind as thoughts and feelings. So for example, yang thoughts and feelings would be like rational thoughts, active thoughts of striving, whereas yin thoughts would be like emotional feelings, intuitions and instincts, and certain passive feelings. Now, just like with the body, if too many yang thoughts and feelings are in the mind, this results in imbalance, which is unhealthy. So for the mind to be healthy, there must be balance and harmony between yin and yang thoughts and feelings, again, just as with the body. So with this in mind, what is the human condition according to Taoism? The human condition is that human beings are suffering from an overproduction of yang, resulting in physical and mental imbalance. That is, human beings reason too much, they're too active, they're overworked, and they desire too much. And this results in an overproduction of yang energy because yang thoughts and feelings and yang organs are just being overworked. And Taoists advocate the mind-body connection. So the body affects the mind and the mind affects the body. So if there's an overproduction of yang thoughts, then it's going to affect the body in a certain way as well. And this overproduction of yang energy results in stress, health issues and poor quality of life, and early death. So what is the human solution? The human solution is to learn to live in harmony with Tao. And to live in harmony with Tao means to live in small rural villages, close to the natural world, and thus closer to the force of Tao. That is, remember, the natural world exists in harmony with Tao. Thus, if we exist in harmony with nature, so too will we be in harmony with Tao. And remember, Tao always returns nature to a state of balance. So if we become more in tune with nature, so Tao will return us to a state of balance as well. So according to the Taoist tradition, human beings must learn to flow with Tao. They must learn to exist in a state of Wu Wei, and thus become more instinctual, more intuitive, and more balanced. And balance equals health, and health equals a longer, happier life. And this is the way of life that is advocated by the Taoist sage Zhuangzi, who basically taught his disciples to embrace simplicity and to live a life closer to the natural world. Now, when a Taoist practitioner masters Wu Wei, they acquire what is called De, or the power, which is associated with becoming one with Tao, which results in peace, strength, longevity, and even immortality.